Welcome to the Steven Edisis Show. I'm Steven Edisis, and today I'm going to tell you about one of the most important business discoveries of the 20th century. In 1954, a 52-year-old traveling salesman named Ray Kroc was selling multi-mixer machines, and the business was drying up. But on one day, he gets a strange order from a small burger stand in San Bernardino, California, that wants 8 multi-mixers. So Kroc drives out personally to see what's going on, because no normal restaurant needs that many mixing machines unless something unusual is happening. And what he finds, 2 brothers running a restaurant like a factory. It wasn't fancy or trendy, but it was fast, consistent, and a repeatable operation. Today, we're breaking down how Ray Kroc franchised McDonald's and the real reason this became a global empire. Because Ray Kroc didn't invent the hamburger, he didn't invent fast food. Instead, he engineered something far more powerful, a system that scales. And if you're a founder, an operator, or an investor, this isn't just a history episode, this is a lesson in its scaling systems. Let's get into it. McDonald's began with the McDonald brothers, Richard and Maurice. They opened a restaurant in San Bernardino in 1940, and they later developed what became known as the Speedy Service System, which is a streamlined assembly line method of producing fast food consistently. Their genius was operational. They used a simplified menu, removed unnecessary steps, and designed their kitchen specifically for speed. It wasn't just good food, it was an operating system. And most people don't realize it, but that is the heart of franchising. If you can't standardize it, you can't scale it. The first time Kroc walks into the restaurant, he realizes this isn't a single location, this is a blueprint for success. Ray Kroc was a salesman, and salespeople developed the skill to spot demands instantly. The brothers buying 8 mixers, it wasn't just an equipment sale to him, it was a signal. Something is working here at unusually high volume. So Kroc pitched them a bigger vision. Let's franchise this nationally. The brothers hesitated because they've seen how messy franchising can get when standards slip. But Kroc insists until eventually they strike a deal, and Kroc becomes their franchising agent. On April 15th, 1955, Kroc opens his first McDonald's in Des Plaines, Illinois. Under the early agreement, franchises paid a $950 franchise fee, which Kroc could keep, and 1.9% of the gross sales, 1.4% going to Kroc, and 0.5% to the McDonald brothers. But even with that, Kroc had a problem. 1.4% of the sales doesn't make you rich fast. Not unless you could scale like a maniac, which brings us to what made Kroc dangerous. In the business sense, he was obsessed with control. Kroc believes something simple. People don't want variety from a brand, they want certainty. They want the fries to taste the same way. They want the burger to look the same. They want the same experience from location to location. So he enforced standards relentlessly, because franchising without standards becomes chaos. And this wasn't just being picky, this was a strategy. Consistency creates trust, and trust creates repeat business, and repeat business creates scale. Kroc also pushed a franchising approach that helped him maintain leverage. He preferred a single store franchise instead of selling huge territories because it helped preserve control and uniformity. That's a key founder lesson right there. Scale without quality control will destroy your brand. Now we get to the part every business operator needs to understand. Ray Kroc realized something that changed the entire model. The money isn't just in burgers, it's in real estate. This shift is often credited to McDonald's financial strategist, Henry Sonneborn, who helped formalize the model through a dedicated entity, McDonald's Franchise Realty Corporation, launched in 1956. Well, here's the concept. Simple, brutal, yet brilliant. McDonald's identifies prime locations. The company secures the land and builds the site. Then, leases it back to franchisees. So now the corporation isn't just the brand owner, it now becomes the landlord. That means predictable rent income, control over site standards, leverage over franchisees, and long-term asset base. This is why people say McDonald's is a real estate company designed as a restaurant chain. And that's not just a meme. It's rooted in the way the model was built. So let's talk about the uncomfortable part. As McDonald's grows, the relationship between Kroc and the McDonald's brothers gets strained. Kroc, he wants expansion. The brothers, they want caution. Eventually, in 1961, Kroc buys the company for $2.7 million. Now, there's a famous handshake royalty story that gets repeated everywhere. It's alleged that Kroc verbally promised a continuing 1% royalty. There may have been a verbal understanding, but it wasn't in the contract. And the result? The brothers did not receive an ongoing royalty stream. This is the most important business lesson from the story. If it's not on paper, it doesn't exist. And here's a real kicker to the brothers. After the buyout, the McDonald's brothers' original restaurant, it got renamed to The Big M because they did not retain rights to the McDonald's name. And according to widely cited summaries, Kroc opened a new McDonald's near the original location, putting competitive pressure on the Big M, which eventually closed. This part matters because it illustrates what Kroc understood at a deep level. The name isn't decoration. The name, it's the asset. Brand is leverage. From there, the machine does what the machine does. It scales. And by 1960s, the McDonald's Corporation was a public company. The system keeps expanding across the United States and internationally. And the growth numbers are staggering. In 1982, McDonald's reported 7,259 restaurants worldwide. By the time Kroc died in 1984, that number swelled to over 7,500 locations and surpassed over $10 billion in system-wide sales that year alone. That's not a restaurant story. That's an industrial-scale distribution system. Now let me bring this full circle for you. The McDonald's brothers built an engine. Ray Kroc built a nationwide and then global distribution system. The brothers optimize operations. Kroc optimizes scale and control. And that's the tension in business. Some people are builders of product, and some people are builders of systems. The winners are the ones who can do both, or partner with someone who completes the other half without losing control. So here are the 5 big takeaways from Ray Kroc's success. First, product gets you noticed. Systems, they make you unstoppable. Second, consistency is a moat, not hype, not vibes, consistency. Own the leverage layer, which in McDonald's case became real estate. Fourth, contracts beat handshakes. If it's not written, it's not real. Fifth, the brand is the asset and the name is the multiplier. The brothers created McDonald's. Ray Kroc industrialized it, and he franchised it into a global machine. And today, McDonald's is one of the most valuable restaurant brands, valued in public markets over $220 billion as of late January 2026, depending on the day's market cap. Now, if this episode changed how you think about franchising, scale, or ownership, subscribe to the Steven Edisis Show on YouTube for more business and mindset insights. I'll see you on the next episode.